coming out of the spring and summer, did you have a kind of contingency plan, or did you kind of feel like this might have been a possibility?
You know, we were worried. Yeah, his shoulder wasn't healing right. Didn't practice all spring. I think he played about a week the previous spring, so I really haven't seen him much. Really like him as a young man. I really feel bad for him, you know, and we just had to kind of come to the conclusion that he just wasn't, his body kind of let him down and wasn't able to do it, you know, to play that, you know, that position, the pounding it's going to take to play. And so disappointed for him for sure. But obviously he's in position to finish in the classroom and get his degree, which is what the objective is at this point, and to help him create a future for himself.
How was he taking all of that?
Obviously disappointed, you know, but he's been, I mean, ever since I've been here, he's been hurt the whole time, you know. So yeah, I think sometimes you get weary of that process, you know, and as you get older and you get near the end, and I just think it makes it hard sometimes. And so I think he's very frustrated by all of it, and you know, I hate it for him. You know, obviously we were counting on him, but you know, he's just really had just a series of injuries that he just hadn't been able to overcome.
Coach, with TJ staying on as a student assistant coach, just what can he bring in that role?
I tell you what, a lot. He's excited, you know, disappointed, you know, but he knew too. I mean, his knee's never been right since I've been here, and he's just such a passionate kid, man. He loves Indiana. He loves football. He's excited about his new role. You know, he's been in the weight room all summer and just doing a great job, but he's extremely smart as a football player. So he's going to help our young guys. He's going to allow them to be more effective because he'll show them how to study film, and he's learned the defense over the course of the year, and so I'm looking forward to him helping us break through.
You mentioned the ranking, but what about Ohio State on the field makes them such a formidable test in the opener?
Well, you know, they're extremely athletic, you know, and coming from the SEC to here, you know, they look like the teams down there, you know, from an athletic perspective. Young offensive line a year ago, so they're all a year older. Experienced quarterback, great defensive line, you know, a lot of talent in the secondary that's young but very, very talented. So explosive receivers. So yeah, they got a lot of weapons. They're a good football team. So for sure, it'll be a tremendous challenge and opportunity all wrapped up into one.
Yes, Coach, back here.
Yes, sir.
Out of the three guys you brought this week, who would you say is the best dressed?
You know, Rashard Fant looks pretty sharp today. It'd be hard to beat his look and his swagger and his confidence.
He was just trying to match your slide.
All right.
You're not going for Tigre's bow tie?
You know what? It was, but he struggled to get it tied right. So, and I think Rashard was trying to help him with that, but I just didn't. Something was wrong with it.
Coach, I know in the summer, obviously, you guys can't do practice with balls, but you can work with the team and come out on the field. As far as the new guys and maybe guys who redshirted, I know you're not in pads, but guys that maybe, especially from the incoming class, that you guys kind of like, okay, he looks better or as good as we thought when we recruited.
Hey, I would say Bryant Fitzgerald really sticks out to me. You know, obviously it's all based on the workouts that we can go watch. And you talk to the players because they're out there and they'll tell you who they think looks good. Phil is another one that's popped for our guys, and they're like, this guy's different, you know, and I think he's got a chance to be special for sure. Juwan Burgess is another one that, and I don't think there's necessarily surprises for sure, but there's been several. You know, I think that I love that class. It's got depth. It's got, you know, Nick Troney's another one that you know, I've said all along, I think he's got a chance to be a special player, but it's his mindset. It's different, you know. So I love the breadth of it. There's every position. There's a guy there. There's good athleticism, good size. Juan Harris is one that's I think going to be a really good player, and you know, so I just think that there's several guys in that group that are going to really develop. You know, we'll redshirt a good chunk of them for sure, I hope, and allow them to really be able to take advantage of everything we have to offer for them.
Did all those guys make it?
Mike DeBoard and Mike Hart are two new coaches with you. What do they bring to you?
Well, Mike DeBoard brings tremendous experience, confidence in him, you know, being at the highest level of college football as a coordinator and being in the NFL as well. And there's just a presence about him. You know, he's a true leader. Mike Hart brings instant credibility for that position, knowing that he played it. You know, all the guys that we recruit, when you talk to them and they're like, hey, I looked up to that guy. You know, I love the way he, you know, how hard he ran, how tough he was, and he's a guy they can relate to as a player that hasn't played that long ago with the Colts and being the all-time leading rusher in Michigan. So he's a Big Ten guy. So I just those guys are great, and then giving a guy like Grant Hurd here, who I think is one of the best receivers coaches in the country. And he and I were close friends for many years, and to get him to come here was a big gift for us. So really like our offensive staff.
With your expertise on the defensive side, offensively, are you more or less going to let them do and kind of dabble a little bit and maybe just oversee?
I'm going to oversee. Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not calling plays. I'm going to focus on the defense. I hired Mike DeBoer to be the head coach of the offense, and that's why I had to get a guy of his experience and expertise, and I feel that's what we got with him. So I'm going to be involved for sure. I'll know exactly what they're doing, but you hire great people and you let them coach.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate it. Thanks.